Hi, I'm Brandon, and I'm one of the founders of Chop Secrets.
And I'm Chef Julia. And if you've seen any of our 250 plus Instant Pot recipe videos, you've seen only my hands and maybe a little bit of my arms. But today, I'm excited to bring you the rest of me for this Instant Pot Masterclass.
And even though I've been in the studio for the production of many of these videos over the last 18 months, I'm still a bit of an Instant Pot newbie. So I'll be learning alongside you, sometimes from right here and sometimes from behind the scenes.
One of the things I'm most excited about is our healthy substitution options. Let's face it, life's too short to make a fantastic meat lasagna and then not be able to enjoy it because you're on a gluten-free diet. So for each lesson, when it's possible, we'll also include tips on the best substitutions, along with any drawbacks or cook time considerations. We have designed this class to be thorough, but also easy to skip around. So here on the side, you'll see the outline of each lesson and where in the video that section starts. So if you're like me and like to just cut to the chase, and you already know something that I'm about to cover, please skip ahead.
So we launched Chop Secrets in November of 2016 with a very simple but quite amazing recipe, the 4-cheese grilled cheese sandwich. We shot it in an apartment with makeshift lights and a borrowed camera, but over the next year we improved our production quite a bit and grew our Facebook followers from like 0 to millions. And one of our videos, the honey garlic pork chops, was viewed over 47 million times. Then in late 2018, we started working with the makers of the Instant Pot to create recipe videos that really showcased some of the amazing things that you can do with an Instant Pot.
And since then, we've created over 250 videos of just about every possible entree, side dish, breakfast, and dessert. And I've been fortunate to have been here since the beginning and have been the chef and pre-production leader for Chop Secrets since we started creating Instant Pot videos. Pressure cooking has been around for decades, but the old style pressure cookers were clunky and often required an external heat source like a stovetop and could be dangerous. Today, with the evolution of pressure cookers and the dominance of the Instant Pot brand of pressure cookers, that's all changed. Pressure cooking is now easy, self-contained, and very safe. Pressure cooking is unique because it includes pressure. With most Instant Pot models, you are able to control the pressure and use modes that don't include the pressure cooking feature, like saute. But the fact that you can do all of this in one gadget and can leverage the benefits of pressure plus heat is what makes the magic. So with pressure cooking, you have 3 key variables: time, heat, and pressure. By manipulating these 3, you can cook just about anything well. But let's pause for a moment to talk about what works well and what doesn't. The works well list: chicken thighs, pot roast, rice, vegetables, many amazing desserts, eggs, ramen noodles, and other pastas, mashed potatoes, especially wasabi mashed potatoes, of course soups, yogurts, all work very well in the Instant Pot. The what doesn't work well list, well, in a traditional Instant Pot, fried foods are out. Cookies are tough for a number of reasons. Breads are pretty much a no-go. Chicken breasts, because they are so lean, they are tough to get exactly right in the Instant Pot. And generally, we far prefer to cook a steak on the grill. In this masterclass, we're going to bring you many of those Instant Pot miracles, recipes that will blow your mind, as well as help you master some simple everyday staples that will guarantee that you get the best out of your Instant Pot in this masterclass. Now for what's in the box. Your Instant Pot, the lid, a couple of different features on the lid. Different models have different lids, but all the same features, just represented differently. I'm gonna talk about two different types of lids. These are the most popular. You've got the natural release valve, the floating valve, and the quick release valve. So when a recipe calls for a natural release of the pressure, just let it do its thing naturally out of this one. You don't have to do anything. When all of the pressure comes out of the natural release valve, your floating valve will drop, which will allow you to take off the lid. You are not going to be able to take off the lid unless the floating valve has dropped and all the pressure is out. So that's an amazing safety feature. But when a recipe calls for a quick release, you'll push down just once the quick release valve. And that will allow the pressure to come out very quickly from the release valve. Now on our second lid, you'll see we've got two of the three components. We've got the release valve, which features a sealing position, which is the starting position after you put your lid on. So you've got to make sure that the release valve is in the sealing position for your Instant Pot to come up to pressure. The other position is just a teeny bit raised, is the venting position. And that would be your quick release, because when you send it to the venting position, it doesn't naturally release the pressure, it releases it more quickly. And the same with this lid, it's just your floating valve is at the starting position is a little bit lower than the other one, but still, when that floating valve has dropped, then your lid is safe to take off. Your stainless steel insert, which is the only thing that you cook your food in. Everything goes in here. Your heating element is inside of the pot. There is a lip on the top of your Instant Pot that collects any liquid, any condensation when the pressure is released. And then a condensation collection cup goes on the back. It just slides in of the Instant Pot, and all of the moisture and the liquid in that lip will just pool into the condensation cup. And then your trivet, which allows you to raise your food off of the liquid, allows you to remove your food much easier. In some instances, and we'll talk about this later, it prevents a burn notice, because then your food is pulled off of the bottom of the Instant Pot. And last, and maybe least, is a makeshift ladle rice scooper that they include with your Instant Pot. Now let's talk about the front panel. For this masterclass, we are going to spend time on the Instant Pot Ultra and the Instant Pot Duo Plus. But the principles learned here will translate well to almost every Instant Pot model. The front panel of the Instant Pot can at first seem a bit overwhelming with all these buttons, but really there are just a few buttons that you need to know. And the rest of all of those are presets that serve as shortcuts for specific foods. Let's focus on the most important three buttons first: pressure cook, saute, and cancel. If you know these three, you're in good shape. Also, during each lesson, we'll review and make sure that whatever features and functions we are using, you're up to speed on. The pressure cook button is on some models labeled the manual button, because unlike the cooking presets, the manual pressure cook button is indicating you want to set the cook time and temperature manually. The saute button activates the heating element at the bottom of the Instant Pot and can be used for all kinds of things like browning meat, grilling onions, or pretty much anything you would traditionally do in a saute pan on the stovetop. Finally, The cancel button. This button is used to cancel whatever cooking function is currently in use and either turns off the unit completely or switches it to a keep warm mode. Beyond these three primary functions, most of the rest of the Instant Pot functions contain presets, which again are merely shortcuts designed for specific foods. For example, on the Instant Pot Duo Plus, if you select the Meat Stew button, it will choose the high pressure setting and 35 minutes of cook time. Let me cancel that. Friends, I hope you learned a lot in this introductory lesson and that you are ready to learn even more. And all this intro stuff is nice, but really, the rubber is just about to meet the road in lesson 1. I won't say too much, but trust me, you are going to want to invite a few friends and family over to enjoy what we are about to make together in these lessons. Just click the sign up link here to get started.